Okay, hello and welcome. Very exciting times. The non-disclosure agreement for MechWarrior Online has just been lifted, so I'm going to do a couple of videos. So first of all, see down here, these are the mechs I have. I bought the Founders Pack, so I have a few extras for free. These ones I've bought while doing the closed beta. Everyone that plays the game will have access to these 4 trial mechs. These allegedly are going to swap out every few weeks, and the developer said they'll put different variants in here. While you run these, there's no repair costs or anything like that, so all the money you earn you can then save towards a mech of your own. These are the Founders mechs. These give bonus money while I play them. You need to buy that though. And then these are some of the mechs that I've bought while playing. So I've recently just bought an Awesome. So first thing we'll do is we'll look into the mech lab. So in here, total number of tons that's allowed in the mech, which is 80 for the Awesome. How much armour I have, how much firepower I have, which is 0 because I've stripped it before I start this video. Heat efficiency, which we'll go over in a bit. And then down in this section we have each of the different sections of the mech. So as I click through each one, you can see all the different settings and systems that I can put in there. So one of the main things is in this area here, it tells you how many hard points you have for different weapon types. So mechs are fixed with the hard points that you have, and different variants of the mech have different hard points and allowances. So this is a specific missile Awesome. So it has 4 missile bays in its 2 torsos, and it has 2 energy hard points on 1 arm, and then one of these also has an AMS, which is an anti-missile system. So what we're going to do, we have lots of options. These are all the weapons. So you've got long range missiles, short range missiles, you've got that's all I can have in there actually because of the missiles. If I go to my arm where I've got lasers in here, medium lasers, small lasers, extreme range lasers, PPCs, and various other bits and pieces. You've got all your ammo types for your weapons. Lasers don't take ammo, but they generate a lot of heat. Heat sinks, they dissipate heat, and then armour lets you increase the armour value. Armour basically absorbs damage until it reduces to 0 in the game, and then you start taking real damage, and generally you die pretty quickly after that, unless you're fleet of foot. Okay, so what we're going to do in here, I'm going to set this up as a long range bow, but one fairly good build is SRM6's short range missiles. It fires 6 per burst. They do quite a bit of damage. It's very spread out though, especially at longer ranges. But in this particular build, you could have 4 short range missile launchers. So that'd fire 24 missiles in one volley. Each one does 2 or 3 points of damage, and it's a fair whack when you're up close, especially if you hit someone from behind. So in here you could upgrade your engine, which is in your centre torso. You could put a bigger engine in there and go faster, and then you can be quite dangerous against atlases and other slow moving mechs with the amount of missiles that you can fire out. But in this instance we're not. We're going to go for LRMs. So every weapon has a fixed number of slots that it uses, it has a number of tons that it takes, and it has a cost. Now at the moment my mech has 39 tons in it, which is basically the internal structure in the engine. So I'm going to put in a couple of LRM 10s on each torso, like so, and then in my right arm I'm going to put 2 medium lasers just for extra support, and then basically the rest of this tonnage is now going to be basically heat sinks and ammo. Missile launchers generate quite a lot of heat as well. So we can see here now I've put those 4 missile launchers in and those 2 lasers. My firepower has now jumped up to 90. Now basically this firepower rating is if everything that is on your mech hits something in one go. It's called an alpha strike. So an alpha strike of 90 is about halfway up the bar. It's actually not that bad, it's pretty good. The likelihood that all of 40 missiles and both lasers would hit something at the same time is fairly slim, but it can. So alright, so basically what we've got there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put in some heat sinks. Now at the moment my heat rating is 0.8. Now that's quite low. If your heat rating is in this red bar, then you're going to overheat all the time, and if you have a lot of ammo in your mech, which is what I'm going to, there's a good chance that you can cook the ammo off and it explodes and it causes you damage. If it explodes in your torso, then it's probably going to end your game quite soon. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to fill in these heat sinks. Now in this particular build you need a lot because of the amount of missiles that I'm going to fire. Got 6 on each side. Okay, so my heat rating is now up to 1.25. That's pretty good. That should give me a good fire rate, but also mean that I'm not instantly going to overheat, and I'll dissipate my heat relatively quickly as well. Okay, so what have we got left? We've got 6 tons left, and basically that is going to be ammo. Now in this instance I'm going to put my long range missile ammo, or the bulk of it, in my legs, because generally speaking people in this game don't shoot at legs all that often. So, and even if it does blow, all it'll blow is one leg, and the rest of my mech will still be relatively intact. Both legs go, it's game over. But again, so far people don't seem to be going much for the leg in action, but that's fine by me. So we've got left, we've got 2 tons left. So we'll have one more ammo here, and a heat sink, I think. Okay, so I've used up all my tonnage, so I can save that now. Okay, so I'm going to, I've already readied my mech, and what we'll do is, in the next video, we'll play a few games.